Hi, my name is Naim and I'm going to present about global culture in Malaysia. Let's go! So, global culture refers to shared experiences, norms, symbols, and values that transcend national boundaries and are increasingly being adopted by individuals around the world. This phenomenon is driven by globalization, which is the process of increased interconnectedness and interdependence among countries, facilitated by advance in communication, transportation, and technology. While global culture can promote understanding and unity, it can also lead to the erosion of local cultures and identities. The globalization of culture involves the spread of cultural products, ideas and practices across the globe, leading to greater cultural exchange and influence. This process is largely driven by the media, multinational corporations, international travel, and the internet. As people across the world consume similar media, wear similar brands, and engage in similar practices, a global culture emerged, characterized by a blending of different cultural elements. Cultural consequences of globalization have three, which are homogenization, polarization, and hybridization. Homogenization refers to the process whereby local cultures are transformed or absorbed by a dominant outside culture, resulting in a more uniform global culture. This often involves the widespread adoption of Western values, lifestyle, and consumer goods. In Malaysia, homogenization can be seen when the widespread presence of McDonald's, KFC, and Starbucks in here has led to changes in dietary habits, especially among the younger generation. These global brands are popular and influence local eating patterns, often at the expense of traditional Malaysian cuisine like nasi lemak and roti canai. Not to mention, Hollywood movies and Western TV shows are extremely popular in here, often dominating local cinemas and television channels. This leads to the adoption of Western cultural norms, lifestyles, and slang among Malaysians. Also, Western pop and K-pop have significant followings in Malaysia, with local radio stations frequently playing these genres. This global influence often overshadows traditional Malaysian music and artists. Polarization is the process whereby the globalization of culture leads to increased resistance and a reassertion of local identities. This reaction can be create more distinct and pronounced cultural boundaries as groups seek to preserve their unique traditions and resist the influence of a homogenized global culture. In Malaysia, the Malaysian government has policies in place to protect and promote the cultural and economic interests of Bumiputra population. These policies are a response to globalization and aim to preserve Malay culture, language, and economic participation. Polarization is evident in the strong efforts to ensure that Bahasa Malaysia remains the dominant language in education and government despite the global dominance of English. The education system emphasizes the use of Bahasa Malaysia to preserve national identity, and cultural festivals like Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali are celebrated with great enthusiasm and traditional customs, providing a counterbalance to global cultural influences. Hybridization refers to the blending of elements from different cultures to create new hybrid forms of culture. This process results in the creation of unique cultural expressions that draw from multiple sources and reflect a more integrated global cultural landscape. An example of hybridization in Malaysia is the culinary scene. Malaysian cuisine itself is a blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous culinary traditions. This fusion is further enriched by global influences, resulting in the dishes like nasi lemak burger and rendang pizza, which combine traditional Malaysian flavors with Western food formats. Sounds unique, right? Also, many Malaysians mix traditional clothing with modern fashion. For example, baju Melayu crop top. Well, it is a bit controversial, but what can we do? It is how cultural globalization works, right? The globalization of culture has profound impacts leading to homogenization, polarization, and hybridization. In Malaysia, these phenomena are visible in everyday life, influencing how people eat, celebrate, and interact. While globalization brings opportunities for cultural exchange and innovation, it also poses challenges in maintaining cultural diversity and identity. That's all for me. Thank you.